Good evening. This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Charlotte Olson. A Huntingburg man was placed under arrest Wednesday evening after authorities received a report that a domestic battery was taking place at a Huntingburg residence. Huntingburg police got the call just after 6 p.m. and when they arrived at the home located along the 200 block of First Avenue, police say that they could hear yelling coming from inside the residence. Officers made contact with 42-year-old Benjamin McCraney of Huntingburg and a female victim who police say had marks on her face and chest. Police say that McCraney, too, had marks on his face. Both McCraney and the female victim told police that they were in a verbal argument that turned physical. McCraney was believed to have been the aggressor of the confrontation and was taken to and booked into the DuBois County Security Center on a level 6 felony count of domestic battery. 3 people were taken into custody on various charges, mostly drug-related, earlier this week at a Lagodi restaurant. This past Tuesday, deputies with the Martin County Sheriff's Office executed arrests in the restaurant parking lot. Authorities acting on information that a transaction to purchase methamphetamine was about to take place, the sheriff, merit, and reserve deputies and a K-9 unit surrounded a vehicle authorities say was occupied by 34-year-old Noah Payton of Pekin and 28-year-old Jeffrey Razor of Corden, and also by 30-year-old Kaylin Baldwin of Beech Grove. Police say that Payton refused to comply with authorities and a struggle ensued, and that he was able to break away from officers and flee for a short distance until officers terminated their pursuit. Multiple officers and a taser was necessary to subdue Payton. Authorities say that he was found to have a knife, methamphetamine, and was wanted on a Harrison County methamphetamine-related warrant. Deputies say that Payton continued to remain combative throughout the process, and officers with the Lagodi Police Department and their K-9 unit responded to assist and transport Payton to the Martin County Jail. A search of the vehicle at the scene found precursors for manufacturing of methamphetamine along with marijuana and paraphernalia. All 3 were arrested and booked into the Martin County Jail. Deputies with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department were kept busy with a trio of accidents on Thursday. The first was when people were injured in a rear-end collision involving 4 vehicles near the bridge repair project along US 231 between Jasper and Huntingburg. The Sheriff's Department says that shortly before 10:30 a.m. yesterday, a full-size van driven by Whitney Kuhn of Huntingburg was southbound on 231 and had stopped due to the temporary stoplight at the work site about a mile south of the Jasper city limit. It was at that time that authorities say that the van was struck from behind by an SUV driven by Victoria Rinder of Dale, who deputies say was distracted for a short period and failed to notice that the vehicle in the southbound lane was stopped. The impact caused the van to strike the rear of a vehicle driven by Dustin Cooper of Huntingburg, who then struck the rear of an SUV driven by Dorothy Johnson of DuBois. Deputies say that the Rinder suffered cuts to her mouth and complained of left arm pain, and she was taken by ambulance to Memorial Hospital in Jasper for treatment. Meanwhile, Miss Kuhn, who was driving the van, also reported pain to her left arm and side and was treated at the scene. 3 of the 4 vehicles involved were a total loss, and Rinder was ticketed for speeding too fast to avoid a collision. As a result of the accident, US 231 traffic between Jasper and Huntingburg was rerouted by Jasper and Huntingburg officers until the scene could be cleared. The bottoms of Highway 231 between Jasper and Huntingburg were closed for about an hour. Secondly, no one was injured, but a Ferdinand woman was cited as the result of a 3-vehicle rear-end collision that took place near the intersection of State Road 162 and Schnellville Road late Thursday afternoon. The DuBois County Sheriff's Department says that just before 5 p.m. yesterday, Sarah Longy of Ferdinand was traveling north on State Road 162 in her Jeep about 2,500 feet south of the intersection of Schnellville Road and was stopped for or slowed traffic. Meanwhile, a passenger car driven by Jeffrey Bateman of Jasper was stopped in traffic in a northbound lane, as well as a car driven by Elizabeth Guy of Holland. Deputies say at the time traffic was backed up due to a farm tractor in the northbound lane that was waiting to turn west onto a private drive. Longy told authorities that she believed at the time that the line of traffic was beginning to move, but said it was too late when she realized that traffic was not moving. After all, and rear-ended Bateman's vehicle. The impact pushed Bateman's car into the rear end of Guy's car, damaging to Longy's Jeep was estimated at $2,500, while Guy's car sustained around $500 in damage. Both were able to be driven from the scene, and the Bateman vehicle was declared a total loss. Longy was ticketed by deputies for following too closely, and the DuBois County Sheriff's Department was assisted on scene by the Jasper Police Department. And finally, in our trio of accidents, a Jasper woman apparently escaped injury when she drove her SUV off Celestine Road east of Jasper last night. Just after 9 p.m. last night, deputies with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department responded to a single vehicle accident that was reported with the entrapment along State Road 164, about 1,800 feet west of Greener Road. Deputies say that while en route to the scene, they learned that the driver of the SUV, Anita Bishaw of Jasper, managed to escape her vehicle with no known injuries. An investigation found that Bishaw, while headed down Celestine Road, drove her SUV off the north side of the highway, down a small embankment and into a ditch, where her vehicle continued eastbound before striking a mailbox, crossing a gravel driveway, and then continuing east before striking a concrete culvert, which caused the SUV to flip onto its passenger side before completely coming to rest facing east. She was treated at the scene by Memorial EMS but refused to be taken to the hospital by ambulance. However, she reportedly was taken by private vehicle to the facility. Her SUV was a total loss, no charges were filed, and deputies were assisted at the scene by the Jasper Police Department, Celestine First Responders, and Memorial Hospital Emergency Medical Services. The Jasper Water Department says that, weather permitting, it will begin the spring hydrant flushing and maintenance program this coming Monday. Flushing hours are from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. Monday through Friday, and officials say that the spring hydrant flushing will last for the next several weeks until all city hydrants have been officially flushed. If you should have any questions, please call the Jasper Municipal Water Department at 812-482-5252. Company officials say that the water will be safe to drink, but customers should use their own discretion if doing laundry during this time because clothes could become discolored. Should anyone experience cloudy or colored water, they are asked to run the cold water tap until it clears. And make sure you keep it right here, because up next we'll take a look at your weather summary.